This is exactly how I made $16,000 my first month online. I'm going to be going over exactly how I was making thousands of dollars in my first month online as a total beginner through a method you might know of, which is Shopify dropshipping. So make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to this channel, and let's get into how I did it. So if you have no idea what Shopify dropshipping is, you essentially create an online website, you add products to your store, and then advertise your store and eventually make tons of money in the process. And so during this time, I was 17 years old and I was scrolling on TikTok. I found out people were literally posting TikToks about their products and they were getting millions of views, which would end up getting them thousands of dollars in sales. And honestly, after seeing so many people get rich off of TikTok dropshipping, I knew I had to hop on the wave. I stumbled across this TikTok page called My Soul Lift, and this guy's second video on TikTok got 36 million views, and pretty much what he was selling were these soul lifts that you put in your shoes to make you look taller. And me being 5'8", I'm a lot shorter than most of my friends that are 6 foot, 6'3", and you know, if you're short like 5'5" or 5'6" compared to other guys, you're gonna feel insecure. So I knew there was a market for this product, and a lot of shorter guys would want this product, especially if they're gonna go on dates, go to prom, or whatever it is. I see a lot of short people actually buying this product, and I knew I had to do the same exact thing he was doing because clearly he was getting a lot of views and he was getting a lot of followers during this TikTok. Now this guy was selling this product for $20, but I knew there was dropshipping suppliers like Zendrop or Alibaba, and I knew I could get this product for way cheaper from those platforms. And since I knew I could get this product for way cheaper, it was time to create my own website and start selling this product so I could start making some money. Now the first thing you want to do once you found your product is you want to go on Shopify.com and create your 14-day free trial. And once you created your free trial, you can use either Zendrop or Oberlo to import the products you found for way cheaper and start customizing your store. Now, my number one advice for every single person that's creating a Shopify store is take inspiration from people that are already selling your product. And in my case, this guy's Soul Lift website is very, very simple. You do not want to overcomplicate your website. You want to have no more than 3 main colors. As this example, he's using red, black, and white, nothing else. You don't want to have 10 different colors on your website. It makes it really hard for a customer to concentrate on what your brand is really about. You don't want to have long descriptions. You want to have videos and GIFs in your product descriptions. Customers are not there to read descriptions. They're there to look at what the product is doing, and you don't want to bore them out with long descriptions and paragraphs because at the end of the day, you want them to check out. You don't want them to keep reading and get bored of your website. And now let's get into the part on where we advertise this product. So when it comes to marketing the product, you want to go ahead and make 2 social media pages, and the most important platforms in my opinion when you start off are TikTok and Instagram. Other platforms like Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube come later after you start making some money, but definitely focus on those 2 in the beginning. And if we go ahead and look at this guy's Instagram page, it's very, very simple. You know, you don't want to go crazy and buy a lot of followers on Instagram. You can honestly buy 500 followers on Buzz. It's a very cheap website to buy Instagram followers. Just to give you some credibility, on TikTok, you do not want to buy followers because it is going to affect the algorithm, but Instagram, go ahead and buy 500 followers just for that boost of credibility. And when it comes to building the website, when it comes to creating the social media pages, just want to take inspiration from your competitors and people who are already making money and getting views from your product, and see how their descriptions are, how their profile picture is, and just take inspiration because you want to do what's already working, and that's the best way you're going to start making money, especially when it comes to drop shipping. So once you found your product, you created the website, you started your social media pages, it's now time to order the product so you can actually start making TikToks off of it.
A TikTok icon, they say.
What are the numbers?
Now, the one thing I do recommend is order your product from Amazon. You can literally look up the same exact product and you can get an unbranded one with no logo on Amazon, so you can actually start making videos off of it and Amazon Prime it so it comes in 1 to 2 days. So once your product arrives, you can finally start making TikToks.
Finally!
And the way you want to do it is recreate their viral TikToks, and you want to keep doing it every single day and be consistent. You know, it doesn't matter if you post 3 of the same videos that went viral, because with TikTok, it's all about making sure that, you know, you're doing something that's already working and that's already went viral. Don't try to make original ideas and make your own TikToks for the first few weeks of testing a product. You want to recreate viral videos exactly how they were. The only thing you have to do when recreating a viral video is try to have better lighting, try to have better quality, but other than that, recreate the video exactly how you saw it, because if it got millions of views, you don't want to change up anything, whether it was the background or anything like like that, you want to recreate the video exactly how you saw it. So once you start posting on TikTok, I recommend posting 3 times a day, every single day. The times that work for me are around 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. Obviously, everyone is different. You have to test out different times, but those are what work for me. Do not miss a single day of posting, because if you miss a day, it can really screw up the algorithm. So definitely, I don't recommend doing that. Now, if you're in a different country, you're not in the US, if you're in Europe or Italy or anywhere like that, try to recreate those TikToks, but just do them in your own language, because you don't have to try and get to a US algorithm. You can literally try and get in your country's algorithm and trying to see if that works. But once you're making those TikToks, you're testing the product, repost everything on Instagram Reels and be consistent on Instagram and be consistent on TikTok. And you have to make sure you're doing this every single day to see if the product is going to make you a lot of money. Now, remember, you can't have a link in the bio of your TikTok page until you have 1,000 followers. So that first week, you have to be trying to get a viral video and push out your content, and that will eventually get you 1,000 followers. If the first few weeks you can't get 1,000 followers, then you have to look at your product or the content you're making, because one of the things you're doing wrong, and getting 1,000 followers is not that hard if you have a good product and if you're recreating viral content. And guys, this is truly the 5-step process on how I was able to make thousands of dollars my first month online without spending any money on ads in terms of dropshipping. This is very, very doable, especially in 2022. I see people popping up everywhere on my Instagram saying they made thousands of dollars from dropshipping a product without using any money at all. All you have to do is catch a product at the right time and hop on the wave, recreate the viral videos, make a better website, make a better Instagram page, because it's a battle of who has the best website, who can make the best content, have the best quality.
May the best man win.
You have to keep testing products. If you fail on a product, try again. If you fail on another product, keep trying. This isn't something where you're gonna get lucky and go viral. You have to be consistent and post every single day, especially if you want to see results. And it's actually kind of funny because a lot of people message me and tell me, I'm trying to do TikTok dropshipping, but it isn't working out. Guys, you have to be humble and take a step back and look at your own content and compare it to someone's content that's already done good, and see, all the things you're doing wrong. You got to admit that you have bad quality. You have to admit that, you're not using trending sounds, you're not making a good video, and truly see, is your product even good? Because at the end of the day, TikTok is a lot younger audience. So if you sell some kitchen or household product, it's not going to do good. You have to see what's already doing good and just hop on the wave. Don't try to make something that isn't working the next revolutionary product. You have to stick to what's already working. And that's pretty much how I found out about TikTok dropshipping. If you guys took a lot of valuable information from this video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I really do appreciate it. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.